This is Gerryko, and this is a Wait a Minute production. Today I'm going to do something different, and it's going to be cooking. Yes, cooking! Fucking cooking! Today I'm going to do this smooth egg tofu. So the egg tofu has more tofu, has more flavor compared to the normal white tofu. That's why I like this Japanese tofu. I was introduced to this about maybe more than 10 years ago by my ex-girlfriend. Her name is 13. Yep. 13. 13 was she was very pretty in my eyes, but a lot of people say, oh, she looks kind of like from the kampong or from the village. So, but I like that type of girl, and she was 13. I mean, we separated at a very strange, under very difficult circumstances. But when I was in Britain, I did call her and talk to her, and from time to time, just to that I need a friend in Britain, and you can be quite lonely in Britain, especially working in the Chinese takeaways. So that's about it. About her, she is happily married now, and I wish her all the best. And yeah, I stopped calling her after she got married. It's because why complicate things? Because when somebody is married, you just don't go and see them that often anymore, and that's the end or cooling down of the friendship, especially with the opposite sex. So the smooth egg tofu, yes, it packs flavor, and the egg taste is not there, but it has some kind of taste. I cannot describe to you. You just have to buy a smooth egg tofu. I think it's pretty cheap. I bought a pack of this in threes. It comes in threes. Yeah, comes in threes, and it looks like a tube, paste tube and stuff. It's like this. So to open it up, you have to open this here, so to let the air in, so it can come out through the back here. The back here, there's no opening. I have to cut it with a scissors. Okay, that's how you do it. So this is I better throw this away. This is I'm not familiar with doing this. This egg tofu, it's been a long time since I've done it. So yeah, I prepared the rice already. I normally eat alone, so I prepare the rice in what they call clay pot, and it's easy. Just make sure the water is 1 centimeter above the rice level, and put it on slow fire until it's like closed, until it's boiling. When you see the bubbles coming out, just open up a bit, let the air go out, so that the water will reduce more significantly, and leave it there until it's dry. Close it, off the fire, and the rice will cook. Even though at the time when you off the fire, if it's not cooked, it's still a bit, what you call, still crunchy. It will, with time, like 10 minutes or so, cook it, because this is a clay pot. It would cook it further. It will retain the heat. It's not like a rice cooker, whereas a rice cooker, it has a metal type of surrounding, but this clay pot is much better. It continues cooking, and the rice will surely be cooked by the end, or by the time you finish all your dishes. So I'm going to have this tofu with a pre-made chicken with Chinese mushrooms, and also hoisin sauce, I think. Oyster sauce, and yep, I think that's about it. And cooked and reduced until such here. So this smells good. Smells like the Chinese mushrooms. And the mushrooms, before you cook it, make sure you put it in water for, like, say 1 hour or more, just to make sure it is the water is sucked into it, and it becomes softer. Because you can't just cook the mushroom in its dry state, putting it in when you're cooking the chicken. You have to, like, be prepared to put it in water, soak it, and once you cook it, and when the cooking is finished, at least the mushrooms will be soft. And better yet, a better process would be, if you want the mushroom sorry, you want the mushrooms to This damn fucking cough, thanks to the haze. Fucking Indonesia. Sorry, Indonesia. Fucking government of Indonesia. The mushrooms, you want it to absorb more of the flavors that you're gonna infuse into it. You have to, once you have soaked it for 1 hour or more, it becomes soft. Then you take it out and you dry it, and you, or better yet, use a wok or a pan or flat surface pan, heat up the wok and put this one on top of the wok and just fry it without oil, without anything. You want it to be dry again. I know it's counterintuitive. It was dry before you soak it, but this time it is different. You try it both ways. This is the best way. So dry it with heat, and your mushroom will be prepared to suck in more of the flavor and juices of your dish. Okay, suck like a girl. Yep. So I will heat this up later. So I don't know how to do this one. I think I'll just do it by sight and whatnot. So this is kind of like, I'm going to fry this in oil, so make sure it's dry. I'm going to use this cloth. I'm going to clean the cloth anyway. So make sure it's don't know whether you can see this or not. I guess you can. I mean, I'm putting the camera on top of the cabinet, so it's kind of convenient. Make sure that the tripod is like has a weight on it, so it won't fall. So this is my first cooking lesson, or trying to let you see how I actually do things. I do not regularly cook. I have friends who have cooked well, like my friend Lorenzo from Italy, who's now in Australia. And also I used to steal food. I mean, I go there and ask them, can I have some, like my friend who I met, Czech, I think it's a Czech guy from Czechoslovakia. Okay, you can't call it Czechoslovakia because it is already separated. So it's a Czech Republic and a Slovakia Republic. And I think according to my friend Jan, he said that no, the separation was kind of peaceful, not bad. It's a good thing. It's not like Yugoslavia in Serbia. So the food, I mean, Jan and Lorenzo, they are good cooks, and they are all in Australia now, strangely, and I'm in Malaysia. Fucking circumstances. So this one, the red chilies, oh, bloody hot. Get it from Tesco. And this tofu, this egg tofu, I got it from Tesco as well. So for a pack of 3 tubes, I think it's around 3 ringgit, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to deep fry this one first. Okay, deep fry it first. So yeah, deep fry it and wait and see. So I have to pause it. Sorry for the strange camera angle. So the oil is in the wok already, and to see whether it is ready for frying, let's poke a wooden chopstick. Just one enough, not 2. And if it's bubbling, you can see bubbles. I know you can't see it, but it's bubbling here. You can see the bubbles forming there. Turn down the heat, and it's ready for frying. Sorry for the angle. So put all the tofu, which is raw, into it. Fry it. It becomes smaller because tofu is normally made with, I say, maybe 20% or 10% water. Size will be reduced until I say 50% of the normal original size, because the water will be gone and it will become smaller. So I'm going to like leave it. Half of it will be fried like this and served, and the other half I would like to try something like battering it. I don't know how to do a batter, but this is the first time. All I need is flour, some salt, and pepper. I don't have any other herbs. So that's unfortunate. I have rosemary, I have Italian celery, I have thyme, and I have the other one. What the fuck is it? for. I can't remember. Oh, damn it. I have to go and check. So fry this until it is golden brown and smaller, and come back later. Ooh, fuck! Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! So as you can see, when it has a lot of water, it's kind of let the soul have to be careful, very careful. So when you've done it like this, it's already ready to eat. Actually, so I'm going to drain it, put it under a cloth or tissue paper to drain out the oil. Oh, fucking shit! Holy shit! What the fuck? I hate it. This is one part of the cooking that I really do not enjoy at all. The explosion of this. I mean, yeah, another explosion that I do enjoy is the explosion of my cock. I mean, not as in the whole sausage exploding into oblivion and blood, but explosion in terms of, let's say, in terms of the white stuff. And if I remember correctly, my ex-girlfriend, 13, when she saw that I was exploding, she would say volcano, volcano. Then that was pretty funny. Look, the whole floor is full of oil already, so you had to be prepared to wipe it all away. You don't want a lot of smudges on your floor. So okay, now the tissue has absorbed quite a lot of the oil. This is cooked, so I want to go one step further and try to do something strange with it. So I have flour. I don't know whether it's corn or whatever, or wheat or whatever. I'm just don't know what I'm doing. So I have flour here. Put a bit of water into it. If you're living in Selangor or PJ, make sure you have a water filter, because the water is, if it's unfiltered, it's kind of filthy. It's a bit brownish, and that's not nice to drink. I mean, there's not much taste to it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So grab a spoon here and let's see what happens. I'm not going to put this one. Normally people will put egg wash to bind it with the flour, but I am kind of lazy and I don't want to sacrifice an egg for this. I don't know how to do a batter. Since I was working in the Chinese takeaway in Britain for 4 years or more, I didn't learn much there at all. Unless I did cook for myself with the ingredients in the kitchen, but making a batter I did not do at all. I just utilize. I'm coughing at my food, so it's no problem because I'm cooking for myself. So yeah, make sure it's like sperm, maybe consistency of sperm, and I want to like the herbs that I couldn't find the herbs, so I used pepper, generous dose of pepper, and salt. This tofu is not salty, okay? So you have to add in salt to make it a bit more flavorful. And that's about it. This is a very al fresco type of batter. I mean, al fresco means, I think it's in Italian, or was it some dead language? Not sure. Like Latin. Fire, put it on fire. Make sure the oil is hot. So I'm going to do half of this because this is an experiment. I don't want to like sacrifice all of them. There's yep, put it in batter. Am I supposed to? Oh, forget. Put this batter first, then put in. Okay, now my batter. Just batter all of it. I mean half of it, and see how things go. I'm just going to batter 3 of them, maybe 4. Yep, 4. And you just make a bit of batter because you don't know how much you're going to use. And from there you put it in the hot oil, and hopefully it will crisp up, and maybe take it out and put it in a batter again if you have more. But if you have less, then just 1 fry up will do. Of course, this will sacrifice your oil. And this one, I'm going to eat it straight from here. I think I'm going to salt one, and the other one I'll just leave it at that. Because I want to have a medley of flavors. This one different, that one different, everything different. So this one I don't need to salt anymore because the batter has the salt and the pepper. So I'm going to fry it. Should be hot already because you can, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but it's smoking. Okay, it's frying. I think I'm going to do a double fry up, double battering, double fry up, make it more crunchy. With my prepared tofu, I'm going to put it in with the rice. And this will keep warm. I put all my batter or flour away, salt and pepper as well. I don't need them anymore. So it's frying nicely, quite nicely. Move it around. Make sure it's a bit dark brown because I want it to be crunchy. So once you've taken it out and you try to put in a batter, it's best to actually dry it first, so the oil won't be acting as a barrier between the batter and the fried batter. It is best to do that, but I'm kind of lazy, so I'm just might as well put it in straight away. Like this, it's dark brown. It's dark brown. Stuff it in. Hope for the best. Just do this and that, and just whatever that remains of your batter, you just toss and turn and dip and do whatever. What I don't like about preparing batter is the cleaning up. The cleaning up is just a bit more different than usual. Okay, it's hard. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, you just put it in water and hopefully the flour will be infused into the water. So, yep, all the batter, I finished the batter already. Just dump it in, and I don't advise you to do it like this because it might explode. But for the sake of time, just do it like that. See, it's frying nicely. For keeping, I'll put it on a plate because I don't want to put it in the clay pot because the steam would actually soften the batter, so it will be counterproductive. I want the fried egg tofu to be crisp and crunchy. Yeah, like